Hello everyone, my name is Denai Strong, and you are now watching Community Conversations, Summer Edition.
Good evening and happy Friday, news lovers. It's 7 p.m. and you already know what time it is. Welcome to the summer edition of Community Conversations. I'm Jasmine Wright. To kick us off, Camp Quest 25 takes off with the Summer of Aviation. Denai Strong has more.
I'm Denai Strong, and for the next few minutes, we will be serving up the news for you and what you need to know. And trust us, you won't hear it anywhere else. To kick off, Camp Quest 25 takes off with a Summer of Innovation. Summer is full of swing, and for a special group of students at Camp Quest 25, that means 9 weeks of hands-on learning, discovery, and excitement at Palm Beach State College, located on the beautiful campus of Florida Atlantic University. With campers from Boca Raton to Riviera Beach, this camp is bringing together young minds eager to explore science, engineering, and innovation. The journey kicked off with an interactive orientation led by Camp Quest founder Mr. C-Ron Allen, setting the tone for an inspiring summer ahead. Campers received a warm welcome from PBSC Provost Dr. Van P. Williams, who encouraged them to embrace learning and consider the opportunities that await in higher education.
There's a lot of time for growth, but that time goes by really, really quick. Because when I ask myself all the time, where did the years go, right? You remember when you wanted to be 13?
Always wanted to be older.
Yep. 16, 18, 21, 25. Guess what? All that's going to happen if you do the right things. And then you're going to say, okay, whoa, slow it down a little bit, right? But when I look back when I was your age and how far I've come in life, and the people who were strategically placed in my life to help me navigate the toughest and difficult situations that I've come in contact with in my life. That's who the people are around the room for you, right? I like to think that adults are not going to steer you in the wrong direction, right? Sometimes it's tough to hear because it's probably not what you want to do at that moment, but you got to give it time. Anybody ever been to the dentist here? They give you a little injection of Novocaine. If you give it time, you get numb, right? So give it time for the things that your parents and your mentors, your coaches, whomever else is influential in your life, for it to work. Nothing worth having happens overnight. It's a journey, right? Not a destination, it's a journey, right? There just happen to be stops along the journey.
And then it was time for liftoff. To start Aviation Week, campers worked with the guest instructor, Dr. Scott Mitchell, director of Boynton Aeroscience Academy at Boynton Beach High School, who shared insights from his vast aerospace experience. Tuesday's mission, the principles of flight with a creative twist. Students crafted a tested paper planes, competing to see whose designs soared the furthest. This hands-on challenge reinforced engineering concepts, creativity, and critical thinking. By Wednesday, the questers shifted gears, literally, armed with popsicle sticks, wheels, batteries, and mini motors. As you can see, it's a little electric vehicle. Thank you. Oh. Yes, and also, as you can see, almost got cut, guys, and it moves. And yes, it is moving without a remote, just by batteries. Woohoo! Yay!
They can't
Thank
see
you,
that.
Mr. Jason. Thank you. They built their own electric vehicles, putting designs, engineering, and teamwork into action. Some creations raced across the classrooms, proving just how quickly students can turn imagination into reality. Camp Quest 25 has just only begun, but if this week is any indication, these young innovators are in for an unforgettable summer. From Community Conversations, I am Denai Strong. Stay tuned for a more inspiring stories from Camp Quest 25.
Hi, I'm Dr. Scott A. Mitchell. I'm the director of the Boynton Aerospace Science Academy, as well as the regional director for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Aviation Career Academy, which is a joint collaboration between Palm Beach School District and Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. We have a dual credit program here at Boynton where students can take a rigorous courses in aviation, drones, and robotics and engineering. I have about 5 degrees, and they are in the field of law, also public relations, speech communications, marketing, as well as aviation and unmanned aerial systems. I'm one of these individuals that I knew at the 4th grade, when I was in the 4th grade, that I wanted to be a lawyer. So I knew I was going to go to law school. I did that. I was successful. And I happened to be going home in Dayton, Ohio. That's where I'm from, birthplace of aviation with Orville and Wilbur Wright. And at Sinclair Communication College, they were having a degree program in unmanned systems. I was very interested in it, and I took it, and I have been on that pathway for the last 10 years now. I just have a love for education, love for learning, lifelong learning, and also usually every 7 years I do something different. And when I got out of the law, I came into the aviation field, and I haven't looked back, and I love introducing the opportunities for young folks and people who look like me. Of course, I made many mistakes along the way. I've owned about 4 different businesses. I currently own 3. I have a catering company. I have a hemp growing company. I also have a financial services company. All I can tell you is the only risk is not researching and preparing. I will always be an entrepreneur. My grandfather was the first black registered architect in the state of Ohio. My dad has owned, Dayton, Ohio. And my dad owned his own electrical business, so entrepreneurship is very big in our family also. Believe it or not, it's our family business. My dad taught for over 55 years. My mom, she taught for 35 years before she passed away. So it's just part of our family business is education. One of the things that I wanted to introduce the students to was aviation, were drones, was engineering. But my whole purpose really this week is to get my students on what we call critical thinking. And we do that through the engineering design principles. One of the things that I noticed out of today's kids is they lack imagination because they don't really read anymore. And I wanted them to be able to understand that through imagination and through reading and through writing, it's going to make them sharper individuals. I had to say, being the son of educators, it just runs in your blood, and it's something that I do all the time. I mean, every time I get a chance to provide a learning opportunity or to receive a learning, I embrace it.
Hi everyone, we are at Boynton Beach Community High School here outside at their Aerospace Science Academy, flying drones and also doing sea perches, underwater robotics. Yes. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this exciting and energetic video of the week. Denai Strong, and this is our summer edition of Community Conversations. We want to extend our congratulations to Dina Bazoo, who graduated magna cum laude this past weekend from college. She has been a part of our team for many years, and we take immense pride in her achievements. Congratulations, Dina. And that has been this week's summer edition of Community Conversations. See you next week.